Reminder, today's conference is being recorded.
All right, this is another episode of the XStepCafe session in June 2010. Hello, everybody. Today is since I've been on vacation for the last 2 weeks, I didn't have any time to prepare anything, any topics. I also didn't have any input via mail or so, or via the website, I think, the blog. So it's again an open discussion like last time, but anyhow, last time was really a real nice session, so I'd love to see more of those. Before I ask you, and you can also unmute again. It's just chatting right now, so it's sorry. No problem about that. Before I ask you about maybe some topics, let me give you a short announcement for myself. There have been some reorganizations in SAP, and in the outcome, I've been shifted to another group, which is the Plant Connectivity Development Group, and we are all in lean development mode now, so it's all one big team, and that's basically Plant Connectivity is the small piece of software that allows you to get connectivity to shop floor devices and OPC servers, and pass this data to, for example, MRI and SAP ME. And that also means that I'm not responsible anymore for XSteps and these kind of things. It does not mean that I will not drop anything and don't do anything anymore. So it also does not mean that I will stop this XStepCafe. So no worries. However, I really might have less time to do things and more blogs or so. So please excuse me for that. But I'm still. I'd like to continue. Maybe I might think of if the sessions, the ad hoc sessions that we do now, again one of those, and just chatting. If you feel that they begin to thin out in terms of what we will discuss there, I can also offer to shift to a 2 monthly mode or so. But that's something you can also give comments on. And so any comments on that, or any questions on XSteps?
This is Lonnie. Congratulations. I'm sad to hear that. How soon is the transition going to be happening?
Well, actually, it's pretty fast. So I'm already working on the new team. So
so no transition, no.
Yeah, actually, what I was saying is I still, since I'm a resource that there are not many of those in SAP, I'm still trying to do the best, and also my new managers agreed to that, that I will once in a while also might be available for customer issues, something like that. But my main new topic is that one, which is if you see my history, also my one of my sessions, the one with the wave scale, is not too far away from it. So the projects I did with wave scale implementation at Schwabe, Pascal, your company, proves that there was also OPC connectivity involved to ERP there. So I'm still in that area, but not the XStep area. Okay. And anything else, or any discussion points that we could discuss on this session? Oh, no? Then finish soon today? Or are you so shocked from my little announcement? I hope not.
This is Sue, and I have to apologize because I just came in at the end and I kind of missed your announcement.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay.
So if you could just, like, in 10 words, you're moving to...
In 10 words, I'm moving to a different development area, which is plant connectivity. It's the piece of software that allows you to get shop floor data from OPC servers, shop floor connectivity, shop floor devices to MRI, SAP ME. So that's what it currently does, and and that's where I work in a sort of product management role.
So it is the OPC. It's the SAP OPC connection.
Well, it's actually let's talk a little bit about plant connectivity. That's perfectly fine. It's not only about OPC. Of course, since OPC is a very widely used standard, this is one of the standards that plant connectivity is also offering. So they in plant connectivity you have so-called agents that offer connectivity to certain devices or standards, and we've got an agent for OPC DA, OPC AE, even OPC UA. So that's the new Unified Architecture standard. But also we have agents that connect to sort of semi-standards like OCPI or GFANUC, Proficiency, Historian, so these kind of things. So it's not only limited to OPC. Yeah. And if you give me feedback that you want to see something about that, also in the XStepCafe, although of course the name XStepCafe does not have to do anything with plant connectivity, I could also do a session here, no problem. But let's see.
Yeah, because we are definitely going in that area as well. So
okay, yeah,
that's going to be interesting.
And
with MII. So
yeah, and Sue, I'm just I have one thing I need to finish probably end of this week, is to apply for a presentation on plant connectivity on the ASAC fall. I think they have prolonged the application time, so I try to apply for that, and maybe I'll also apply for a next step presentation in one go, and I don't know if that is approved, and if also budget is approved at SAP side, then you might see me there, but no promise.
Good. No, that's good. So from a support standpoint from SAP, if your role is changing, is somebody transitioning into the XStep support role, or is that not happening?
Well, now I have to be a little bit careful what to say now from
yeah.
So, what I can say is XSteps are perfectly maintained by SAP, so there's nothing which is stopped in any way. I cannot promise you any or cannot tell you any plans on future developments, but that I could not do even before. So I cannot really tell you. But what I can tell you is if you have specific questions, or maybe also like general questions like that, you can also send me a mail on my sap.com mail address, and I will just forward it. That's what I have agreed with my manager and my former manager, so that that the guys in charge will then take care of that.
And Yui's role is not changing, or is it?
Well,
as developer, XStep developer. I don't know what his real official title was, but
I cannot tell this. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Sorry.
You're not at the liberty to divulge that.
Yes. It's just, I really have to follow restrictions on communication here. And what SAP generally does not do is disclose any information on specific developers, on numbers of developers on a specific topic. So I really, please understand, I really cannot tell you anything about that.
Yeah, and in the past when I've had issues, I've emailed the both of you, and I've gotten responses from the both of you, so I'll continue doing that until somebody tells me not to.
Sure, yeah. Sure.
Right, because there's no official statement.
Yeah, but the official channel, and that was also true before, is really OSS. I mean, if you've got an issue which is really where you feel that this is a bug, please do this via OSS. Yeah,
usually when we thought there was an issue with the system, we went through OSS, but I think my last one was more philosophical. Is this really where you were heading with this philosophy? And then we found out that was not. It was a system issue. So And I appreciate that help that you gave us because we were able to resolve that issue. So.
And what I really also want to emphasize is I'm really still dedicated on these XSteps. I really love this product, and let's just see how it will evolve with my involvement in this. Okay.
Yeah. Good. Thank you.
Right. Any particular topics you want to discuss apart from that? Do you have any issues, Sue or Pascal?
So maybe it's me. It's Jörg Abov speaking. I'm working for Bayer. And we have now issue for batch splits. So we have one process order with more than one output batch. So this we have already created so that we can create a second batch for this. But the second part is, so what we're looking for is to deactivate and activate the steps after this. So is it clear what I want to ask?
No.
So we have a block for where you have the output batch inside.
Okay.
And you consume all materials to the output batch.
Mm-hmm.
And afterwards you create a second batch and you want to consume also materials to this batch.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the batch where useless is correct.
Okay.
But how to handle this? We would like to put in all these steps inside, the XSteps inside, one PI sheet, and only deactivate or activate the second. If you have a second output batch, you activate the next step.
Okay. I kind of see now what you're saying, but actually, even if you have this activating, deactivating of these steps, in the batchware use list, I'm not quite sure how this will then correctly assign the input batches to the output batches.
Yeah, this also. We have our own message for this process.
Okay.
We have our own for this.
Do you know the in process batch functionality, the new one also? Maybe that might also help in a way. I'm not quite sure.
What we have done in the system, or what? So one more, please.
We've got a new functionality which is called work in process batch, where you can sort of do these things. I think I'm not entirely sure because I was not very much involved in that development. But on which enhancement pack are you? Are you on 4?
Good question. No, not 4.
No. Okay.
6.
That'll be maybe something for the future for you then.
Yeah. Okay.
But if you have so to your original question, the process of activating and deactivating larger portions in the PI sheet, from my solution is always to use process steps, and the process steps are defined by signatures. So if you can live with sections where you have no signatures in between, right? Then you could, by setting up an area in the PI sheet from one signature to another, then you can handle this complete area as a step, and you can activate a step, you can deactivate a step.
By a signature.
Yeah. Well, the signatures are defining the steps, right? So you.
Okay.
Hold on. Maybe we'll just do a quick.
Arne, this is Raghu.
Yes, hi.
Hi, and it says request has been sent to you for the response. Maybe I cannot view the page.
You cannot. I just share right now, but hold on.
Okay.
No, I think now you should see something. Do you?
No, it's just.
Do the others see my
yes,
screen?
I see.
Now? Okay.
Yeah.
So Raghu, I don't know what your problem is, but all the other participants can see it, right?
Yeah, it says this is a private meeting. You were requested to enter has been sent to the presenter. Please wait for it.
I just overlooked your your waving hand there in my application. Sorry about that. So now you should be in. Okay. Right. So let's do a real quick example. I just created an order before. Let's just jump into that one. Just remove all this crap. No, I have to create a new one. Okay. So I think it's better to just show you what I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
Easier to. Right. Okay, let's create maybe to display it in the full beauty.
Mm-hmm.
I have here. I set up one XStep with context of the first phase, and next with the context of the second phase. Then here I'm doing create process instruction. I'm creating some entry here and a signature like this. And let's just do some naming here. Entry and sign like this. And let's just copy that over here and do some more here, just that you see what I'm. This and even something like that. Another instruction also, and with no signature, right? Right. Okay. So, well, maybe I should really at least do some numbering here, that we're not totally confused here. Okay. 3, 4, and let's move that and 5. Okay. And then I will do something like, let's see. I think that should work like that. So I'll just in the middle of this step. So first explanation. So what I did here is actually I have defined 3 process steps. So the first process step is that one. Yeah. I think that one with the signature. I think that belongs to the first process step. And the next process step is this up to here. Yeah. So that's the second process step, and that's the third process step. Just by having these signatures here. So these are areas in the PI sheet later on that you can handle in this way. And I'm just trying to make a quick example that will hopefully run. I'm just doing a command here in this step, and I just say, okay, process step deactivate trigger event on document generated. So I will initially have this deactivated, and then I should have at least, oops, now it becomes a little bit complicated, but maybe it's also a good way to recap on what to do with parameters. So I just call it status, and I say, okay, it's an output, and I'm saying, okay, this is a character format, and hopefully I've got some of those nice, okay, status, like this here, and I'm entering an entry parameter value over here, so in the first here, and I say, okay, unlock, and I'm using this one here, and now I have to check that characteristic first before I do anything else, that I do the right thing. So yeah, the values. So 0 means no and 1 means yes. Okay. So and of course I need to have the same parameter somehow in that area. Hopefully this works. So I'm not quite sure. Let's just check. So this should be an input then, and I of course need to distribute this parameter somewhere. So this is the local parameter here, and I need to pass this parameter as a reference to the parameter above, like this, and I need to reference that here from here. Okay, and let's try this. Okay, great. Control data command. And step, no, not unlock, step activator. Okay, trigger is stat not equal 0. Like this. Okay. Right. So I hope this works. I didn't check it beforehand, so because I couldn't prepare this. I'm not sure whether something might be mixed up here. Let's just try and see. But you should at least get the idea what the step is and what you can do. And probably you only have a step inside a phase, so you don't have this mixed up. Because what I wanted to show here also is, which is not quite obvious at first glance, is that a step can also go well over a phase. So that, and for that probably I should also create another entry here, which is dummy. This entry. So this entry also already belongs to the next step, which so the step, the second step here is really spanning from the phase 11, here this instruction, and goes all the end to this signature on the next phase. So you can really span across phases if you, well, of course, have no signatures in between. Okay, so that's long story.
But is it also possible inside a phase then to deactivate and activate, not over the phase?
Sorry, what was that?
Only inside the phase. I have only one phase, and inside this phase,
I want sure, of course. Also, yeah. I just wanted to do it extra sophisticated. Hopefully, I go. It's working correctly. But what I didn't have here, I forgot about that. Of course, there's a rule that says a signature also always has to be at the end of an instruction.
Okay.
So there must not be another element after the signature inside an instruction. So that's why I put some new instructions here. Okay.
But I can't do a signature inside an instruction. It must be at the end.
Yeah,
only one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but you can do another instruction, and then you can really.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try this again. Okay, and hopefully this works. I'm just trying this, and I think this is correct. Test. Send. If that doesn't work, I will do it a little bit simpler. Let's see. Okay. By the way, here you see also this new style that you get in, I think, EHP 3, where you see already that you have deactivated elements here in a phase. That you see by just looking at the collapsed phase bars here. You also see that there are signatures present. These are gray diamonds here. And well, what you see here, I hope you can see it. So this is deactivated. These are all deactivated, and these are active. So I can enter something here. And also, of course, enter something here. And I should, well, at least to show you that it works. Yes. I didn't put a command to deactivate it again. So if that is needed for you, you know what to do probably. But so this works.
Yeah, it doesn't work without a signature also.
Exactly. So that was my point. So if you have, for one reason or the other, the need to, well, if you don't want to have signatures at all, probably, then this might not work for you. Or if you have a lot of signatures and you want to collectively do this for several sections with signatures, then it's not impossible. You would have to do it for every section with a signature, right? For every step, you can do it. And you can also, of course, do it for every instruction. But you might have already found out that this is really, if you have a lot of instructions, then you have to have a lot of commands there. Yeah. Is that what answers?
Yes,
would answer your question?
For sure. This is very helpful for us. Very good. Very good.
What I had one time at a customer where I proposed this, they said, "Oh no, we don't have want to have signatures." Then I proposed, well, as a workaround, you could probably do a signature instruction and immediately deactivate it.
Okay.
So you have then created a step, but there's no signature really active because it's deactivated. I mean, I don't really recommend this because it's a little bit of odd usage of the signature.
Yeah, for sure.
So please, probably don't do it. But that's might be something you could try out.
Now, if this solution, you can also sign it. It's had no results for this if you sign, isn't it?
Apart from when I sign this now,
the block over will be locked for sure. This is okay.
It's not locked. It's completed. Completed is something else than locked.
Okay.
Because you can unlock things, but you cannot uncomplete things. You can. It's now locked forever. Completed forever. And just if I'm going out again and going in again, then you see also that it's
green.
There's not the deactivation icon anymore. This is green, which means that one signature has been completed. And
is this new design also getting by a nose as a hint, or is it not possible to get this new?
Well, you could try and download from the download area in the SDN. You have a download area still available, I think, also for the where you can download style sheets. But I'm not sure whether this will work. And you could, use that style sheet and try to use it with your layout. But I'm not sure whether that works.
Where have I have to download it? I didn't get it.
Okay, let's just try and look. I always have to find it. Let's go to the service. And I think Okay, so service.sap.com/manufacturing. Then you've got download section here.
Yeah.
And you've got browser-based PI sheet and manufacturing cockpit. And there you go. So here you've got, I think, this one should be it. Yeah. But keep in mind that these are meant for each P3 release, so I don't guarantee you that these will work if you just plug them in as your layout. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, sure. You're welcome. So just out of curiosity, at Bayer, how are things going? I think you had projects in Finland and Mexico now, or was it Brazil? Are they now all successfully live or still working?
In Mexico, I don't think that they use also. In Mexico, yes, they use the PI sheet now. Yes, for sure.
Also
now we have. Pardon? Yes.
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 Okay.
And we have now also 2 other sites that would like to use these XSteps.
Good.
Also, yeah.
So, and do you know of any issues or any successes, either both ways, that you could share with us?
No, not at the moment. So what we have done is to implement the body so that we can create a new batch inside the PI sheet.
Okay.
And also the production date updated and the Haltbarkeitsdatum.
Shelf life.
Yeah, shelf life date. Yeah.
Okay. Good. And the people are happy using either both the PI sheet and also those guys who have to maintain the XSteps. What is the feedback from those people?
So now we are now implemented this for the new project. This is a new project now.
Okay.
But I think in Finland people are very fine with the XSteps.
Good.
To work on themselves. We don't have any support there. They do it on their own there.
Yeah, that's exactly my point. Which I always stress, because since XSteps are so easy, you can just leave them and they can do most of the stuff on their own. Yeah, that's really good.
I only have one request for help, for support, but this was only a small issue.
Okay, good. All right. So, anything else?
Yes, I have a little question. As you know, we are just starting with the XSteps, and I think there was a way to see the XSteps in the process order. As in the old world, you can see.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Sorry about that. I have a paper press right in front of my window. Okay, sorry. Could you just? Is this still there?
Yes.
Or yeah. Okay.
In the old world, you can see the process instructions in the process order. Is there any? I thought there has to be a way to see the XSteps in the process order, but I didn't find it.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. Here, it's so in the process order here, you've got this button here.
No, not at my screen. So, is there any Berechtigung?
I think did you change the recipe profile there in the correct way? In your screen, you probably still see the control recipe destination as a changing field here.
No, I don't see the.
So this it's grayed out.
Yes.
So Raghu, you wanted to.
Yeah. I have the same problem initially. That is, one patch is missing. You have to contact the basis team to implement that. Okay.
Do you know by chance which node that was? Maybe.
I can find out from the email. I can send it to you.
Okay.
But right now, on top of mind, I don't remember. That is the basis work is not.
All right.
Yeah.
So that brings me to one of the actions I did in between of last session and this session. Is I encouraged people to give me permission to disclose their name, company, and email address on my blog site, so that you can easier contact each other for example, for such interactions, so that Raghu could just find out your mail address yourself. So if you would be fine with that, just please send me a mail confirming that you are fine with that. Then I would just, if that is okay for you.
Yes, I think I have sent it to you.
Oh, already? I'm not sure. Let's have a look at that. Whether I already put you in there. I'm not sure whether I had that mail.
It was the last direct after the last XStepCafe.
Okay.
So
maybe I just forgot.
Yes, I'm in the middle.
Oh yes. Okay. Yeah. Right. So Raghu, please send the mail to Pascal.
Okay. Thanks.
Directly to.
Yeah. This one. Okay. Great.
Thanks.
I love when people then interact themselves. That's really great. Okay. So this shouldn't be the case. And if Raghu's mail can't help you, then please do an OSS message, and then they will help you surely.
Okay.
Because this should be so normally if this here, for example, if this button here, process instructions, is still active, and these fields are still active for the control recipe destination, then you probably have the wrong profile for the recipe.
Yes, but the fields aren't active, and the button isn't active too.
Yeah, so that's.
But I wasn't sure because the lesson was some time ago, so I didn't know if there really was a way to
sure
to see the XSteps.
Of course. It is.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, sure. Welcome.
Arne?
Yes, Raghu.
Did you check in the F4 help button? I tried in the different possibilities, but still I cannot get the same result. It's the window's popping up, but the material number is not there.
Oh, that one. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that was between you and Sue.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't. I couldn't import Sue's example as well because there were still some things that were only in their system, so it didn't work. Sorry, I cannot help you there.
Can you do it in your system? Is there any goods issue line you can do your 4 is possible?
You mean an entry for material field?
Yeah, in the batch number.
Oh, batch number. Okay. Let's check it out. I'm not sure whether this will work. Let's just remove these and these. Let's have a look.
Batch number with PPPA batch. Yeah.
I think I have some nice pre-built things here. Let's see. The library. Goods issue posting. Okay. So, yes. Okay. So, got all these automatic valuation here of material and batch as well. But okay. Let's see. Is that this batch here?
Yeah, that's in batch. Yeah.
hold on. Let's check it out. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let's try this. Maybe without face context here. Should be okay with test control recipe. Okay. Okay. Now.
Material number is coming, right?
It works.
Yeah. Can you send the XML file if possible?
I don't have to. You should have it already if you have downloaded the library. It's all in the library. I just put it myself from the library right now. Hold on. It should be. Do you know where to find the library?
In the SDN, or actually I imported the yes success basic, but
it should be in the basic one, I think.
Yeah, it should be.
It should. I think so.
Because
you
find
know.
anything like.
Yeah, you see it's in process messages and goods issue posting, that one.
Yeah.
So you should have it there. I didn't do anything else, so I didn't tweak it here. So it's really the original stuff from the library.
Okay, Arnie, could you just review where you got that in the library, where that library is?
Yeah, okay, let's just do it. It's maybe better. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's just do this again. service.sap.com/manufacturing. And let's look. I think no, that's the wrong one here. Manufacturing. No. Okay, that's not the right one. So let's go to the SDN business BPX community. We've changed something here, I think. Solutions, maybe. Yeah, manufacturing. Okay, sorry. So it's in solutions, manufacturing, and there you should have downloads here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I should go to for manufacturing. Sorry about that. It's not perfect, but let's see it. I think we are almost there. I think no. Let's go back. Sorry.
That's okay, as long as you repeat it when you finally find it.
Okay. I'll promise. I'll promise. I'll promise. I think. Yeah. It has some special section here. Okay. Right. Okay. So you have to go to BPX manufacturing, and I'm just thinking about the best way. I'll just open up a new tab here and try to do it again. So it's sdn.sap.com. Go to BPX. Go to solutions. Go to manufacturing. And then and this you should really save as a favorite. And there you have a lot of topics, also MRI, ME, all these things, and you on the very right bottom here you've got downloads on core manufacturing and also the XStep libraries here. Yeah. So basic. This is, I think, the complete XStep library. This is the one where you don't have to do anything. You can just import it, and for this one, you need to create some characteristics and some function modules. And so this should help you here. And I think in core manufacturing, let's see what is there. I think that there they are as well. Here you see best practice, flexible building blocks, blah blah blah. So this is all these. There are also other downloads. Yeah. But and there are the easiest way is to find them directly here, right? So standard XStep library.
Are those release independent? Will we be able to use those if we're on 4.7?
Let me think. I think you should be able to use them in 4.7. Yeah, please try it. Okay. Please first try it with a basic. Yep. Because they are safe. Because there's no other thing to take care of in terms of what Raghu had with your example was the problem was that you had still some characteristics in there that you created your own and function modules maybe also. So and of course
we had signature strategies. I think.
Exactly. And if you try to import such a thing and then the system says, hey, I don't know this, so I just reject the whole thing.
Yeah. Okay. So all or nothing. And in that same vein, we are looking to potentially upgrade next year to 6 something. I'm not quite sure which version we'll be going to next year, but is there documentation on upgrading?
I encourage you to use the enhancement pack 5. It should enter ramp up this year, and you really should go for that.
Okay.
Please.
And then the normal documentation should help us for upgrading from an XStep perspective and a PPPI perspective?
Let me think. So, I mean, basically with enhancement packages, the concept is that you have business functions that you have to switch on. You can switch them off again, but you have to switch them on to access new functionality there, which means if you just go on a new enhancement pack, you're safe in terms of a technical upgrade because you don't add an additional function. And once you have activated these business functions, then you should be able to use the new functionality. Right? So that's how it works. And there is also documentation there. And let's give you a brief glimpse here what this looks like. So this is an HP3 system here, and the very first entry here in the customizing guide IMG is activate business functions. I cannot do it here in terms of changing, but I can show it. So you've got the extensions, of course. So for those who don't know, this is essential for XSteps to work as well. So the SCM extension, of course. And then usually, so you see there's a lot of things here, and there's LOG, means logistics, and PP, where you have to look for. And then you see this one here, PI sheet enhancements, and XSteps for routing and PO. These are the, and that one as well here. So these are things, and here's the documentation that you can display. Right. So that's how it looks like.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I did have one more question if folks, okay, go ahead.
Sure, go ahead.
My question was, we're looking at, we've deployed EBR and PPPI recipes now for quite a few products, and what we failed to do was deploy a method to do rework. And so I know that you had an example about dynamic generation of XSteps, and I assume that was a 6.0, that we would have to be at a certain level to do that.
Well, if you would do this manually, it is also working in 4.7. Yeah. So what this means is you've got this. Let me show you maybe that released one. I hope that's this number here. Yes. That is a released order here, and so you see this is an XStep tree here, and let's also maybe just complete that PI sheet here.
So with this process, you're adding more process instructions or phases
exactly.
dynamically within the original.
Not phases,
Not
but
phases.
hold on, I'll just deactivate this all and deactivate the table that I can complete this. Okay. Right. So and but actually, you don't have to do this. But just what I wanted to say is that you can create, even in released orders, you can create a new tree. Yes, and you can, for example, just say, okay, I need to now enter a specific Rework XStep, and you just choose the one. And probably you should then have a certain folder which is named Rework for a certain area or so, and then you just choose the one here.
Okay.
I don't know that one here, and name it if you want. Name it Rework.
Okay.
Okay.
And we were thinking of using create an order without a material.
Yes.
Because that's SAP's recommended way of processing Rework. Are there any issues?
That's of course also possible. You can you should be able to use the XSteps also without material. Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
And you don't know of anything that we need to. So I'm going to create a new order type for that, and I'm going to we're going to create a Rework recipe, and because we aren't creating the order with the material, then we won't have to create a production version, correct? Or we won't have to create a separate production version. Is that
well?
For
I mean, if you do it without material, then you don't need a production version, obviously, because
right.
you just need a recipe.
Yeah, and that's what we'll do is create that.
Yeah, so that would be perfectly fine, I think.
Is that the standard process? For Rework, I mean, from the documentation I could see, that was the recommended process for Rework, was to create a process order.
Well, if the documentation says so,
yeah.
I wouldn't object.
Right, and it doesn't reference XSteps or anything like that in particular. It just talks about having
because XSteps haven't been around there before. Yes.
Right.
So, I mean, with this, what I just showed you here with the new tree, that's a new possibility. Right now.
Okay.
So you can do that, and also if there are costs you want to capture on that very same order, because the rework is occurring on that order, this might be maybe a better option than just getting a new order and then the costs are then on that one. I don't know. That depends on your controlling regulations, how you want to handle this. And what Uwe and I did present at the ASAC a few years before was a method where we could create such a tree in the order out from the PI sheet, the running PI sheet.
Right. Yeah.
So that was very convenient, and I'm sure that Uwe would also share that function module with you if you ask him.
Okay, so that's probably not in the library?
I am not sure. He planned to update the library someday, but I'm not sure whether that would be in. Just send him a mail and ask for that function module for the rework example.
Okay. I will do that.
Sure.
Good, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Arne?
Yes, Raghu.
I have a couple of questions.
Hold on.
One is BOM item number. Do we have a symbol valuation available in the standard ones for BOM item number?
BOM item number.
Yes.
Did you already have a look in the symbols?
I think I looked it, but it's not there. But
it's not there?
I just want to make sure. Can you?
It's reservation, isn't it? It's reservation number.
Yeah, it's not a reservation number.
No. Hold on. I think so. If you are looking at the materials, there's this item number here, and so this, well, I mean in this case, so this would be double. So there are 2 reservation items here, but they have the same BOM item number. So it's a different number. So it's really that number, not the reservation number.
So how did you get 2 item numbers of the same for that material?
What was the
differentiator?
Here. That's the batch determination here. So
based on the batch determination.
We did it here. A batch determination was done, and that's the normal standard procedure when you do this. Then you get here. That is the where is that batch key? That's batch totals record, and that's the batch single record. So it's split up into one record which gives you the total number. So, for example, if you have multiple batches that are chosen, then there would be even more lines here, and then you need to handle this somehow.
And if you do a manual batch assignment, manual batch determination instead of the automatic batch determination, then you can set that indicator?
No. Then it's that X, I think. Do I have an example on that? Not sure. Then it's a different one. So let's just show this again in the details here. There's this here. That's only the X. So that's
okay.
Yeah. Mm.
So the 1 and 2 are settings that are set based on
when you do the batch determination, exactly.
Okay, and config behind that.
Yeah. And well, on your request, Raghu, let's just have a quick look.
And the symbol.
Just checking. Do a parameter here. So we have reservation item, but we don't have the other. So you would have to create your own symbol.
Yeah, it's going to be a symbol. The symbol was in the baddies, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. And I have another question: is when you create a material list at the order level, and the one column is a phase number. The phase number is the material assigned to the phase. But if I try to create the material list on the order level, the phase is blank.
Yes.
Yeah, because it is trying to look at the phase number assigned. Maybe the instruction for that particular phase, right?
I'm not entirely sure whether I understand you correct, but what I have understood is when you want to have a material list which covers all the materials in the order, then you can only do it if you don't have set the context to any phase for that instruction, for that XStep.
Yes.
Yeah. And then, of course, you don't have a phase number assigned to it. So it will be in the very top container, which says phase number 0000. And that's it. So is that what you mean?
Yeah, exactly. If I assign PPPA phase for one particular column in the material list and the order level, then the whole column is blank. If I assign, if I do it in some particular phase, it's going to be the same phase number for all materials. But
then it would only show you the materials that are assigned to that phase, of course.
Yeah. If you want to.
But again, on that one, if you want to have if you really insist on having a complete material list in one phase container, then you still could do a custom generation scope. I think I've already done such a thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Could do that.
Yeah, but the standard ones, we cannot have the phase number associated with the material item, right?
Only if you have the context to the phase, meaning that you have...
actually the requirement is in the header level, the whole material list. in each component should have the phase number assigned
yes,
to the particular item.
But Raghu, I don't really see the problem here, because I mean, if you just do it on header level, so on this phase 0, is that a problem for your client? I mean,
actually they wanted to have the material list, but in the one of the column is phase numbered, so all.
Yeah, but what
I can get all.
What is the reason for having that column of phase number? If so they want to have the phase where that material is assigned to on that list.
They want the phase number against the material item in the header level. Yeah.
That's interesting. I think you could again sort of for those things a standard answer. Of course, you can also have a custom symbol for that. Yeah. Where you really look also this material or this reservation item, where is it assigned to which phase, and then you.
Can I ask a question quickly?
Yeah.
You're not assigning those materials to phases in your master recipe?
I think they do, Sue. But I think what they want to have is a complete material list at the very beginning. Yes.
Oh, to qualify them.
Yes. But in that list, they want to have a column which indicates on which phase that material is assigned to.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying.
So and that's and there we don't have a symbol for. Yeah. So but that should be not a big problem.
Generated one, because I think we have one. I was going to go look. I'll look while you continue to talk, because I think we might have created one.
Let's have hold on. Let's just go back to the other order here. And time has passed. Wow.
Yeah.
Let's just briefly. That's the issue posting. Let's delete that one. And actually, that was also here. That was exactly that example here. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That will help. And I can find it.
And let's have a look. I think there's no symbol here for. There's nothing.
Yeah, we created one because we have one.
Okay, great. So you have in your own folder here, you've got a symbol for phase assigned or something like that.
We have open up phase right there. And there's phase there.
Yeah, but that's the phase. That's the phase which is the context here. And since I have no context here, it would return either nothing or 0, I think. Yeah? Yeah. But what Raghu is asking for is really on each of these generated items here, on each materials, on which phase is this material assigned to. Yeah? And for that you would need your own valuation symbol that would do this. You got it, Sue?
I'm looking to see if we have. I think we use that phase.
Yeah.
Because we're just passing it.
I think it's a slightly different scenario here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, whatever the custom symbol is going to be a different folder.
Yeah. It will be a different folder. Yeah. These are only standard folders.
Yeah. And one more question that's final.
Okay.
And I have, when I click a CMXSV, the transaction code, then enter, it's directly going to the repository. It's not stopping to the plant. It's not asking for the plant number. I don't know how this happened, but other boxes, quality or other boxes is okay. But for the unit test client, we have one client. In the particular client, when I click the transaction code, it's directly going to the repository. I don't know, is there anything missing on that?
And is that which repository does it show? From a specific plant or?
Yes, plant. Yeah.
Okay.
Initially, I usually enter one plant number. It's directly going to the particular plant.
Did maybe they tweaked the transaction a little bit, because I think you can do such things to pre-fill the selection screen of a transaction somehow? Is that with the transaction variant? I'm not very.
Do
you have a parameter ID set
yes,
for the plant?
it's the parameter. It's the parameter of the
WRK,
of the user.
Okay.
It's the blend of
WRK.
Yes.
But isn't that just doesn't that just do a default setting, so you would see the selection screen and okay.
No, it just skips the selection screen and goes directly in the repository.
Yeah.
So we don't get prompted for plant either. We don't have plant either, and we only have things developed for one plant, so it's not an issue for us. But I noticed somebody else the other day got prompted for plant, and I went, that's strange, and I just didn't have time to bother with it. But it was, I have a parameter ID set for work, WRK.
Yeah. Actually, in one of my blogs, I also pointed out that pilot node we had with cross-plant repository here. Yeah, so that's but that's a different story.
that's different. Upcoming. And so can you tell how to set the parameter ID? But I never
go to System,
I don't
User
know.
Profile,
sure.
Data.
I can show it here. User
Arnie's
profile,
there.
own data.
And then parameters,
and of course you have to know which the parameter is, and I think it's
WRK, I think, because it's the only one I have set for that plant value for mine.
So if I'm doing that like this, I'm saving that and go to.
But that is only for that particular transaction.
Yeah. See.
Right. So if you don't want it to go directly to that plant, you need to make sure that parameter is not set.
Yeah, and I will also reset it again because I don't want this.
So if you go back now, Arnie, it wouldn't prompt you for it, or it would prompt you for it now, I think.
Yeah. So now it's
there you go.
System. Yep. You have to go to system.
System, user profile, own data.
Okay.
That's where you set all of your parameters.
Okay.
Then
we again had a nice chatting discussion session. If you have any suggestions on future topics, and if I have time to prepare something, please put it on the section here in my blog here, in the topic discussion section. Also, if you have any other questions, please consider to put them there, maybe instead of just mailing me, if you feel that others might also be interested in that answer. So that's maybe also good. Okay.
Good. Very good.
Then
Thank you.
I think we'll.
Arnie, and when you send the functional module for the rework, can you copy to me?
Okay.
How
do we do that?
I could use it too.
All right. Okay, I will ask Uwe.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Then.